Hello and good morning.
I'm mad at myself right now. All right. I'm going to be a little grouchy to start this break
I
because
can
only
tell.
I could have myself worked ahead and then still become so far behind. It's only me.
I don't know
I'm
how you
always
pull that off.
I'm always so excited when I get into the morning because I'm like, oh yeah,
You can't multitask. That's the problem.
bitch. Yes, I can.
Listen,
What are you talking
listen.
about? Don't you
So
try.
you might you
Don't you
might
try
be
to
working. Stop
psychoanalyze
it.
me. No.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You might be working ahead on one area of your life and you might be feeling good, but you forget about other things and you can't do it all at once. And then you get mad at yourself. It's just a fact. Men can't multitask. It's been proven. They don't have certain things in their brain that allows them to multitask.
You're gonna sit there with your
Science.
You're going to sit there with your scientifically proven smaller woman brain and try and tell me
You
that
wish.
I don't have a brain that is capable of multitasking. No, you know what it is?
Correct.
It's because everyone I work with is always distracting me in the task at hand when I'm trying to get stuff done. Okay.
Oh,
It is.
you know what I hate more
That's
than
what it is.
anything? Someone who can't take
Dutch?
accountability of
Oh, I thought
themselves
you were going to
and
say
they
the
blame
Dutch.
it on everybody else. The most annoying trait in the entire world.
I thought you were going to say the thing you hate more than anything is the Dutch. I'm glad you didn't say that because that would have been
That's a
problematic
bad
for us
guess.
in our Dutch
Why do you not
list.
like the Dutch? Is it because of their wooden shoes?
There's only two people I can't stand in this world: people who are intolerant of others and the Dutch. No. Look, all I'm saying is I had a plan going in today. I was ready to go. Then you had to run off and get your coffee. That threw us off. You were working on emails that put me behind when I was trying to get other stuff done.
You are a liar. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about other people.
I'm spitting facts. I'm spitting straight fire.
How did my what I was doing affect you so badly?
It just
My
sounds like
gosh.
you aren't taking responsibility for your poor planning, is what it is. I think you're answering an email right now. You're texting someone.
No,
I'm talking to you.
putting in what is the science behind men not being capable of multitasking?
It's gonna say, sorry, we can't
Eric's
find
calling
that.
me out.
It's
Eric's
not
calling
true.
me out.
Must be true. Yeah, what did Eric say? Yeah, must have been a female scientist, not biased at all. Yeah, you women always trying to put it on us men. I think you don't give us enough credit because you like being catty and you're on your periods all the time. I think that's what it is.
Stop it.
Yeah. Go ahead. What's it say? What's Google say? What's
Giving me like a huge rundown.
yeah.
Hard to read through it all.
About over explaining like women do because they can't figure out how to say it quicker.
I'm sorry, I can't read through here. There's too much.
Oh, yeah, you can't even read. But you got to tell. Did you go to Chat GPT?
Yeah, I did.
Tell it to give you like a 1-paragraph answer. Put that in a paragraph. Look, just me mansplaining how to do things better, more efficiently. Oh. Yes. What's it say? What's it say, Kiki? Come on. Bring it to me. Huh? I got my Brad glasses on. I'm feeling good.
Oh, what? This might not be true.
No. Read it.
Someone told me that one time. They were very convincing.
Read it. Read it right now. You read it.
Says that studies have suggested there's slight differences, but overall there's no significant like major scientific backing of the ability between multitasking between genders.
How does it feel to be so wrong? How does it feel to be the wrongest person?
Okay, brain function studies. Some research suggests that women might utilize brain resources more efficiently when switching between tasks, potentially making it easier for them. So that I guess that was maybe the take that I had received is that
look,
women can do it better.
Backtracking.
Maybe that you guys aren't capable. It's just that women can do multitasking better.
Backtracking is not a good look on you, Kiki. All right, it's not.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought I was copying science.
Yeah,
I usually don't like to say.
Yeah,
I usually don't say stereotypical things, but I thought it was a science thing.
I would appreciate an apology right now, a sincere apology.
You know what? No, I'm not backing out. No, you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. We multitask better than you.
Yeah.
I see it every day. You go and you do your one task before our friends come over or family stops by, and you work all day on that one task. I get like 1,500 tasks done
What
inside
I
the house.
hear is I do one task extremely well. You do a bunch of tasks poorly. That's what I hear. As I hear you, this is what I hear is you half-ass a bunch of stuff while
I start
me,
working on your chores by the time you get to.
I put my nose to the ground. I take care of that one very important task, and you're over there just making a mess of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to stick with it. It
Right.
might not be backed by science, but I believe women multitask
See,
better than men.
That's the problem.
Just from
with-
experience. How about that? From experience. I'm not saying it's a fact. My experience is that we are better than you.
And for me, that's very insulting because you've been with me for 14 years now. So it seems like I am the experience.
Correct. I have stepbrothers too. They also could not do that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You and your tiny woman brain making ridiculous accusations and statements. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway.
Eric
Aren't we-
hates women. Why are you being so
I
multitask by watching gal shows, texting their friends, drinking wine, and shopping, and cleaning the house?
I mean, he's
Actually,
not
you're right,
wrong.
Eric. You're
Hold
right.
on, let me put on my Brad glasses again. I mean, he didn't say anything that was incorrect there.
No,
You literally do all those things.
I
all
do,
those things
but
at once.
but also while getting chores done in the house, I literally can do all those things at the
Kiki,
same time.
What were you watching this morning when you were getting ready?
Love Island UK. While I was doing emails, while I was doing my makeup.
I like movies to always should be together. Why don't we date? This is such a good show. Me and you like movies and all. And you're just gobbling up all that garbage in your tiny woman brain. Did you like how I said together? That's how they say it. It's ridiculous. Together. I love you. We could be together. They sound like, you know what they sound like?
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That
What?
little girl is yelling for me already.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to multitask real quick? Why don't you go get her and I'll talk about the Screaming Yellow Summer. Can you do that?
Okay.
We have to hit the morning dump. Make it quick. Make it quick.
Okay, bye.
Bye. While Kiki is tending to the child, while she's multitasking, hey, folks, we'll get to your morning dump. We got all that good stuff coming up. Let me tell you, though, because it is a big day with all the all craziness going on. The Screaming Yellow Summer is back once again. I shouldn't say it back. It's been back since June. How about a qualifying round is back once again? That's a better way to phrase it. Starting today at 9, Screaming Yellow Summer, WIRX, Boss Concrete, bringing you another virtual qualifying round today. It's very simple. You just got to go to screamingyellowsummer.com. All right, starting at 9 o'clock. You have until 6 p.m., but I wouldn't lollygag on it. Put in a little bit of info, and you could hopefully get one step closer to being our big winner at the end of this summer. What does that mean? If you're our big winner, well, you'll get to choose between two amazing prizes. You can either ride like the wind on those two 1,500-watt electric bicycles. I don't even feel right calling them bicycles. I know they are bicycles. Bikes. They're so badass, man. They're so badass. Anyway, we have two of them up for grabs. Or if you like a little bit slower pace, you could choose the Ride the Couch potato option, which is a big-ass Lazy Boy recliner, mini fridge that I would put right next to that recliner. Munchie money, PS5. It's amazing. We got something for everybody. But, of course, you know my mantra for this summer. You can't pick if you don't win. You can't win if you don't qualify. You can't get qualified if you don't get in on our qualifying rounds. It's very simple. Check it out. ScreamingYellowSummer.com. Kicking off today at 9 with Boss Concrete and Boss Concrete. They're going to be hanging out with us today. I'll have a great video posted on our Facebook page talking to the Boss crew about all their great services. Also from 11 to 1 hang out because I'll have more information on Boss Concrete. You can be a boss with all of your concrete needs. Concrete. That's how the fancy people say it. That's how the Dutch say it. No, concrete needs with Boss Concrete. Amazing, locally owned, family-owned business right here in Southwest Michigan, and they're growing and expanding because they provide amazing concrete services. And if you need it, they got it, man. So hit them up. And also, like I said, stay tuned for more with Boss Concrete and the Screaming Yellow Summer. I don't think I can stall anymore. I hope Kiki is rapidly putting on cartoons, something, maybe getting some orange juice, some oatmeal, whatever it may be, because I can't stall anymore. We need to get to the morning dump. This is what happens. We need to start. I don't know. Maybe we need to like let the kid go to bed at like 11 o'clock. And that way then she'll sleep until, 11 after we finish this. She'll stay asleep until 10. I know that'd be terrible for her internal clock, but maybe that's what we need to do. Get her dosed up on something, man. It's been every morning. It's probably because all the hollering. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's hard to sleep with all. Of course, I don't know how she can hear anything. We got the air conditioner on. There's a fan on up there. All right, you got her all set up?
Yeah.
More.
I asked her if she could fold the laundry that's sitting on the couch. She said, yeah. So
okay, that's good.
That's taken care of.
All right, that's good. Let's get that done. You got to teach him young. Anyway, well, I've stalled long enough. Let's get to it. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump.
Yeah.
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777.
77.
Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Call them. Go online, Pump That Septic. Love those guys. Pumpthatseptic.com. This is a super fun story. I'm going to have fun with it. These names will probably never be popular again. There's a list of online old school names that people will never bring to the hospital, put on the birth certificate, and for good reason. They're very old-timey. This is great. Let's start with number 20. Broomhilda or Brunhilda? Broomhilda.
Not just Hilda. We're going with Broomhilda.
Broomhilda. Yeah, Broomhilda.
Okay.
Broomhilda. Come, Broomhilda. That's a very old. That's like sounds like something from a like.
I've never even heard it. It's so old.
I've heard that name before. Broomhilda. That sounds like
Hilda, but not Broom.
That sounds something like from Estonian countryside.
It does. It does for sure. All right.
Back in like the 1700s. 19 Archibald.
Archibald. Yeah. I mean,
you could go with Archie. You could call him Archie for short.
Archibald. That's still, isn't it? Meghan Markle and Harry. They named their son Archibald or whatever.
Of course they did. You mean those weird
they
people?
Call him Archie.
Those people that are still playing king and queen over there, like they're children in a Disney movie. Get out of here. We are the king and queen, and you shall call our son Archibald. Ridiculous. It's
Prince and Princess of Sussex.
Unbelievable. It's not a thing. All right. It's not a thing.
They made that up.
Was she wearing a glass slipper? Did she ride there? Her fairy godmother. Don't even get me started on the royal family. It's ridiculous. What about it tied at 18? Prudence, Charity, Chastity.
Prudence.
And other puritanical virtue names.
Chastity. Yeah.
Yeah, Prudence. It's an old Beatles song, isn't it? Number 17, Gary. Good.
Gary is old timey.
That is, yeah. What's the last Gary you've met? Gary?
I don't know. Gary doesn't seem that old.
Yeah,
like a normal name.
You know what? Gary seems like something from like that baby boomers would have named their kid. Like, you know what I mean? Or they would have been named Gary. Number 16, Cletus.
Cletus, yes. You know what? When I was a kid and we had to pick out old-timey names, like we were like an old person, we would always say Cletus.
Well, it's because you're
like an old-timey Southern, like Cletus.
Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel. That's from The Simpsons.
Real quick, Eric said Brunhilde is a shield maiden in a Valkyrie in the Norse. Okay. Sagas.
You did a terrible job on that. Brunhilde.
I can't pronounce things.
Is a shield maiden and a Valkyrie in the Norse sagas. Okay. Brunhilde.
Steve said his dog is named Prudence.
Oh, yeah. That's a good name for a dog.
From the song, yeah.
Yeah. Number 15 is Phyllis. Yeah, that's old-timey. 14 is Lance. That's an old-timey name. It
is?
Old-sounding name, yeah.
Lance is a cool name.
I kind of like that name. Yeah, Lance. But I mean, other than Armstrong, do you know many others? But you know what? I bet you Lance Armstrong probably made Lance a pretty popular name there in the early 2000s, whenever that was.
That's true.
Number 13, Alexa.
Alexa. That's old timey?
Yeah, I guess so.
Our new smart speaker technology is
Yeah.
an old
Got an
timey
old-timey
name.
name.
I thought that was like an innovative name. I never heard of anyone as Alexa. I mean,
Apparently,
technically,
yeah.
no, I did. Yeah, Alexis, but not
Yeah.
Alexa.
Yeah, old school name. Bertha was number 12.
Bertha's the other name. Bertha and Cletus. I swear,
Bertha.
those are the names we always used when we played pretend and we were
Oh,
like
I
an old
love you,
person.
Bertha. I love
Bertha.
you,
What's your name?
Cletus.
Bertha.
Number
so
11,
funny.
Bartholomew.
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 That's hard to say.
That is a hard one to say. Bartholomew. Number 10, ISIS. Yeah. The whole terrorist organization kind of made that a bad name. Number 9, Fanny.
Fanny.
Number 8, Karen. Number 7,
Karen.
Horace. Number
Nice.
6, Errol. Number
Errol?
5, which I feel like this should be number 1 for old-timey names that shouldn't be brought up, but it's number 5, Adolf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Number 4, Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
I only know one Ebenezer, and that is Scrooge. Ebenezer.
Scrooge.
I don't think I've the chances of running across an actual Ebenezer, Number 3, Gay and Gaylord. So gay for women, Gaylord for men.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Kermit. Was there any people out there that was actually, other than the frog? Was there an actual Kermit?
I've never met a Kermit.
No. Well, he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're an idiot. What's
And
number 2?
Number 1.
Oh, number 1.
The number on the list of old school names that people say will never become popular again, Elmo.
Elmo. Who's naming their kid Elmo after the Elmo?
I mean, a lot of these names.
Up.
Tickle me. Yeah, I don't know, unless it's a family name gets passed down.
Yeah. Even
like
then, I think I'd be willing to break tradition to save my kid from
some of these names. Yeah.
some terrible times.
We've always called all of the men in our family. It's been passed down they've all been called Adolf, and that's how we do it. Can we not do it? Can we not call just because great grandpapa was named Elmo or Horace or Gaylord? Maybe we could change it up just a little bit. Anyway, yeah. But I did like a lot of those names. I'm a big fan of Roomhilda.
Do you have any family names that are strange?
No, I wouldn't straight unique. So like on my dad's side, there's a lot of unique names, like Shane, Sky.
Shane is not a unique name. That is a normal name.
No, it's not a popular name. I'm not saying.
Yes, it is.
How many Shanes do you know?
I mean, like Ebenezer. I'm not Shane.
Okay. Well, I'm saying though, but
Sky.
like we
those
don't
are
have.
those are unique maybe, but they're still popular enough that they're not like weird name.
Brock.
It's not.
How many
Your
Brocks?
best friend's fiance's daughter's name is Sky. I mean, like I can name off several Skies.
The point I'm making is that they're not like Jeff's, John.
I get that, but
Marks.
my question was, is there any strange name in your family? Not unique names. Everyone claims they have unique names. Lord, you know what? Forget it.
I don't really like your attitude this morning. Okay?
I was gonna say my grandpa's name is Zethro.
Zethro, yes.
That is a strange name.
I know like 7 Zethros.
Your dad's name is Farron. I expected you to say your dad's name, not like your uncles who all have normal names.
I've met another Farron though.
I've never met a Farron.
What do you want from me? All right, fine. Sorry. You know what? I got a cousin named Zappy Doo.
You're
I got a
such an
cousin
idiot.
named Zappy Doo, and it's very unique. Okay.
Oh, your mom chimed in. Great grandma Arvilla.
Actually,
Arvilla. Arvilla.
Elise.
Icy.
Elise.
Elsie. No, it's Elsie. Elsie.
Or that could be Elsie. Yeah. Didn't we?
Elsie?
Hey, Ma, if you're still listening, I'm pretty sure I have great grandparents named Oli and Lena, if I'm not mistaken. And for you, that doesn't mean anything. But for anyone from the north, where there's a lot of, I believe, Swiss or Norwegian, Oli and Lena are there's a very popular. They're very popular in jokes, in inappropriate jokes. Yeah,
she said yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
Oli and Lena. That's cool.
So if anybody knows the old Oli and Lena jokes, maybe I'll look up some. They're very offensive to the Norwegians, I believe, because Oli and Lena are not very smart people. But yeah, okay, good to know. So yeah, it is Olina. Anyway,
My family has a lot of
Names.
Southern names.
Yeah.
I have twin cousins, Charlene and Darlene,
Yeah. Do you have any
Leona
Lou's,
and
like
Zethro.
Mary Lou's or
Yeah, May is like
Lou?
a popular family name. My middle name is May. Georgia May
Yeah.
is a family member.
Yeah.
Leona May.
Yeah. Yeah. A bunch of hillbillies down there named like Buckwalter and Cletus. Anyway, old timey names. Bertha, Brunhilda,
Brunhilde. That's the
Adolf.
best one.
I feel like Adolf should have been number one.
No.
That's fine.
No.
Lastly, are you going to be this way? Are you starting your period? Are you, or what's going on here? You're being real aggressive this morning.
Why can't I just react to you because you're being a dum dum?
You should agree with me every single thing.
No,
everything.
I don't have to be on a hormonal imbalance for me to be angry with you. I can be perfectly healthy.
How dare you? How dare you? All right, we got to move. Last one here. The typical American gets 2 weeks of vacation per year, but according to a new study, we need 2 months of doing absolutely nothing to feel rested and relaxed. It turns out Americans take lazy days very seriously, with 1 in 5 even planning them ahead of time. 2/3 still prefer being spontaneously lazy and calling in sick just to sit around and stare at a blank wall. Don't worry, bosses. Americans are most likely to be the laziest on the weekend. By the way, this Saturday is National Lazy Day. But here's the problem, though. We're only lazy on the weekends because we have to bust our ass all week.
I know, we're tired.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Why is lazy day on a Saturday? That should be on like a Monday. Give us an extended.
Yeah.
That should be a holiday.
So we work, we bust our ass 5 days a week, and then we're lazy on the days that we have for ourselves. And the only reason we're lazy on those days is because we don't have the motivation, because we just spent all of our time during the week and Zoom meetings and TPS reports and all that.
And
honestly, and parenting, all that stuff running around. Of course, we want to be lazy on the weekend. It's the only thing we have.
I know. Me doing 1,500 things around the house and you doing the one job outside.
There we go. Once again.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. It just fell in my lap. I had to say.
Son of a bitch. All right.
I'm so tired.
He's so tired, little baby.
Your baby back hurt from bending over and picking up sticks for 5 hours outside.
It's a very unflattering.
There was like 5 sticks outside. Why did it take you so long?
Very unflattering look on you. This attitude you have right now. I don't know if you know this or not. But yeah, I like being lazy. Honestly, when I was looking at the forecast this weekend, I was kind of hoping that it would be rainy because I don't want to do anything, because I just want to have just a calm weekend of doing nothing. I love it.
That's so nice when you get those days where you just force yourself. I have to force myself to not do anything. I'm kind of a go. If we're not going somewhere out of the house, I do like to stay home. It's not like I'm constantly out of the house, but I'm either like cleaning or doing some sort of, filling the time with organizing or whatever. And sometimes it's nice to just put some
absolutely
bad TV on and lay down with a blanket and do nothing for a while.
The best. The best. We want to be
but we have a toddler, so that's never.
We can get every once in a while we'll do the tablet and be like, hey, why don't you play this for a little bit? And
yeah, we get like 20 minutes maybe.
That's good enough.
Or what's nice is when you take her on errand runs or vice versa, and then it kind of leaves the other parent to be home by themselves to get some time.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Lazy day. Let's make it a national holiday. And let's move it to a weekday.
We need 2 months. No, we need 2 solid months of just doing nothing, and then we'll be okay. Then we'll be fine.
That too.
We'll be way more
that too. I think we need to start small.
Yeah. No, I'm going right for 2 months. Right for 2 months. I'm actually, after this,
start a petition. Start a petition.
As soon as we finish this break, I'm going to go to the corner office and Dave, I'm taking 2 months off doing no work, just so you know. See how that goes. See how that goes. All right, that is your morning dump. We'll be back.
Yeah. I'm going to read through some of these names.
All right, I'm gonna get my coffee. Yeah. Get
Lou's name is Llewellyn. I only know someone whose last name is Llewellyn. Interesting. Naomi. Let's see, Berlin. Alan, you're just saying names. I don't know if these are people you know. I'm guessing they are. My grandma's name was Effie. That's interesting. All right. I don't like this. Brad, come back. Uh-oh. Fun name fact. My ex-wife's nickname is Kiki also. You're way better, Kiki. Thank you. I got my nickname Kiki from bartending when I lived in Springfield, Missouri, where I went to college. I picked up some bartending shifts. I was not good at it. I'm more of like a pop the top beer, pour some beers, or hand beer bottles. Making a bunch of fancy drinks was not my forte. Anyways, so they started calling me Kiki. I honestly don't remember how it happened, but that became kind of my nickname. Instead of using my real name, they were just like, we need a nickname for you. So that's what got chosen for me, and I've been Kiki since college ever since. Pretty cool story. Okay. Eric says, pretty sure Satan gave it to her.
Eric.
That's funny. Yeah, Eric said that his ex-wife's nickname is also Kiki. So I told them the story.
Mentioning that to me.
Yeah, I told him the story about how I got my nickname in college while bartending. That's when I started being called Kiki, and he said that Satan gave her nickname.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Thank God I came up with a story because sitting here by myself was uncomfortable.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to entertain.
I'm not good at that.
The masses.
I am not good at that. I'm good at being awkward.
All right.
Stacy says her mother is Roberta. Roberta. You got to roll your R's. Roberta.
Alberta.
Terrible.
All right, here we go. All righty. Good morning. Jesus, 7:40. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on all your favorite streaming platforms. Most importantly, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web-exclusive content. With that said, we are going to get into it. A very, probably quick sports, but we'll get to some good stuff here.
Okay.
Let's kick it off with some baseball news, and then we'll talk football. First, last night, the Tigers beat the Mariners 3-2. That one went 10 innings there. There you go. Like that. The Yankees beat the White Sox 10-2. Guardians beat the Cubs 6-1. Tonight, Seattle taking on Detroit in Detroit at 1:10, or I should say today. You can catch that on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM starting at 12:45. Cubs and the White Sox are off. There's some other stuff on here. This is big news. Now, we talked about this yesterday. Vikings QB, rookie quarterback JJ McCarthy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, what that is.
For the season. Yes.
Oh, no.
He will miss the entire season after undergoing surgery on his right knee. McCarthy had an operation yesterday to repair a torn meniscus suffered at some point during his preseason debut last weekend against Las Vegas. The former Michigan standout had a solid training camp and had been expected to be a backup to a starter Sam Darnold. Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell delivered the news on McCarthy shortly after the team arrived for 2 days of joint practices with the Browns. Bummer,
Dang,
dude.
That's
he was
real bummer.
10th overall pick from the Wolverines. He was also there helping him win their national title, beat up on crappy Ohio State. That's a bummer, man.
Way to go, preseason.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not a fan. We talked about this briefly yesterday, and I'm not a fan of preseason in the sense of what can happen. I really do think that these are professional athletes. They don't need a warm-up to the season. All right. They know how to play the game. And I know you want to get young. What?
Here's another perspective too. Like, do you think that preseason can be kind of risky because they usually have like the B team in there, the rookies, and they maybe aren't doing everything right and are hitting wrong?
Very
right?
much so. Well, and
I
also
feel like it'd be
too,
kind of dangerous to do preseason knowing that you're playing against like amateurs,
well,
sort of.
rookies. They're still, I mean, extremely
I know they're
talented,
still
even though they're rookies,
professional,
right?
obviously,
But
but
no,
no,
that
they're amateurs.
yes, look at these bums. What are you talking about?
Rookies, right?
Rookies.
Rookies who don't have
Well,
experience yet in the
it's not
NFL.
it's not so much I think that they don't know what they're doing. It's that they may try a little too hard
Too hard to
because they're
show
trying
off.
to prove themselves and make
Right.
sure they either are trying to get a spot on the roster because some of
Yeah.
them don't even know if they're going to make the cut. And two, they also want to make sure they secure if they are on the team, they're like for sure, but they want to make a name for themselves, maybe get that top spot. So they may go a little hard in the paint.
Mhm.
And you know, you think about it, I think more of like a starter. And one thing that always worried me, and like going into this year, like I go back to
Mm.
Aaron Rodgers days. Aaron Rodgers, I was always so nervous when he came in preseason that some rookie linebacker was going to try and make a name for himself and, you know, do a cheap shot or, you know, hit him from the back and try and light up Aaron Rodgers that's always a worry. Of course, you can get injured at any time during the season. So
Yeah,
the point might be kind of lost a little bit
for
there, but
sure.
I think preseason should be shoulder pads and helmets and shorts. They don't need full on tackle. They're professionals. They know how to play the game. Save it for the first game of the season. Save it for the first game of the
Right.
season. So
I mean, it just tells you, I don't know. I just think it's useless if people don't want to risk injury in
yep,
preseason and aren't even playing their key players. Like, what is
yep.
the point? I guess.
Well,
I guess what, like you said, it's really for these rookies to fight for their
a spot.
spot on the
Yep.
rosters, and
And
I get that, but can't that be done through some scrimmage, some team on team scrimmaging?
and that's
I don't
kind of
know.
where that's what they did. And they do like here, they're doing the joint practice with the Browns. They'll do 2 days of joint practice. Um but yeah, at this point, I think you could still get some looks, still really vet out the players because once you get down to that 50-man roster, you got to have 50 men and
Yeah,
you can pick that out. I don't think seeing full pads as opposed, you already kind of have an idea. You already
yeah,
kind of have an idea, even for some of these lower tier guys. I think you can still, have the vetting process without risking injuring your key players with
right.
something stupid. I don't know.
Right.
That's my take.
Yeah, I was just reading. Alan Scott said the same thing.
Yeah.
It determines the roster, and I get
Right.
that. Alan suggests flag football preseason. That would be awesome.
I mean, you could do that, and of course, you could still tear your meniscus doing that. I understand. I just think it's
Well, I
it's
mean,
a money grab for the NFL and putting a lot at risk. And actually, I think again, sorry, Aaron Rodgers. You know, I love him. He was just talking too about how preseason is a joke. And there's a guy who's been in the league for a long time, and I
well,
think
because
a
he never
lot
gets
of
to
these.
play.
Well, he never. Well, but he also
He
doesn't
never,
want to play. He doesn't want to get
for
hurt.
sure, for
You know,
sure.
I just think you can still get the looks you need. You can still get what you're looking for without doing full contact
In
and
practice, from
in
practice,
practice or even scrimmaging other teams. But
right?
shoulder pads and helmets, you're not going full. Just yeah, you're professionals. We don't need you guys to warm up in the preseason. You know how to play football. So,
Right.
but
Hmm. Interesting.
I've seen a lot of players get hurt that way in the
Yeah.
preseason. Actually, to be honest, Jordy Nelson. I know I'm a Packer fan. I talk about the Packers. I'm sorry, Lions fans, deal with it. Jordy Nelson ended his career basically by getting injured in the preseason. He was already getting older. He was a veteran in the league, and he just ended up getting a lingering injury that he never really fully came back from. And I'm
Ugh.
not saying he would have went on to play 10 more seasons after that, but there's a really good example of a guy that had his career cut maybe a season or two short because of a lingering injury he got playing preseason football. So anyway,
Yep.
I do have one more football story, and I don't know. I want to make sure we have enough time to talk. We're fine. It has to do with your Kansas City Chiefs, and I wanted
What
to
about
get your, what about them that they're not even going to make
What
the
a
playoffs this year? Bunch of bums.
in your dreams.
Bunch of bums. Taylor Swift slowly dismantling that team bit
Stop
by
talking about
bit.
T Swift.
I can't wait. What is she going to
Simone
call?
Biles slowly getting your Packers guy out of
we-
his, not
We let that
focus.
guy. We let
He
that
got
guy
to
go.
he got to skip preseason. I mean, I don't know. Sounds like
Yeah.
the Packers are prioritizing Simone Biles and this fella. I don't even know.
No,
I
he's
can't
not with
remember
the
his name.
Packers anymore. He's not with the
Oh,
Packers.
he got switched.
He got switched.
Oh, All right.
because
Well,
we know women weaken legs. All right. That's what happens. Okay. Just like Taylor Swift. What do you think Taylor Swift is going to call her album after she breaks up with Travis Kelsey and ruins the organization? What's she going to
red
call it?
and gold. Red
She
and
gonna
gold.
oh, red and gold. She does like colors. She does like colors.
I don't know.
But no, I want to talk about Harrison Butker. The Kansas City Chiefs Harrison Butker is doubling down on his
Oh,
controversial commencement
I know.
speech at
That
Benedictine College. The kicker told female graduates at the small Catholic school in Kansas that it was more fulfilling to be homemakers than to get jobs. The Chiefs didn't seem to mind, though, giving him a contract extension on
Well,
this
yeah,
last Monday.
we don't make
4
it
years.
personal. It's
Yeah,
a professional job.
Look, they would be stupid not to. He is, if
He's
not,
the best.
I would say he's the best kicker in the league. I really
Yeah,
would. That guy,
100%. He does not miss
he
ever.
kicks the ball like an effing donkey. All right. The leg power he has, and he doesn't miss. And so they signed him for a 4-year, $25 million deal, making him the highest paid kicker in the NFL. So with that, I congrats, Chiefs. You locked down the best kicker in the league. Nice job. Damn it. The guy's consistent from like 55 yards. What did you think of his speech? Did you watch his speech? Did it bother you at all as a woman?
No, I feel like that's his opinion. I just don't ever take anything very offensive. Do I agree with some of it and I disagree with some of it. You
Well,
know, it is what it is. I just agree to disagree in some aspects. Do I feel like women can be fulfilled with a career and not a family? 100%.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on the person. Some women aren't fulfilled that way. Some women are. You can't speak for all women.
If only I will say this.
And that's how his wife is.
Yeah,
And so he's going off of experience and what he thinks, you know, whatever. I mean, but you can't speak for all women. So no, he's wrong in that aspect. But in some of the other things, the traditional values that he talked about, I thought were good. You know, I
see. That's the problem is I don't believe ever in his speech he didn't say don't go get a career. I think that's what is bothersome is a lot of feminists like to cherry pick out of that. But I wanted to, you as a working mother, I wondered if it bothered you.
I get more fulfillment working. I like the separate. I like feeling worth in something than just being a mom. I don't want that to be my full identity. I like being, you know, a boss lady in my job.
Wearing a pantsuit.
And I enjoy what I do.
Meetings.
Even when they
portfolios.
Shut up.
Laser pointers.
I would like to retire early, though. I don't want to do this till I'm like 70.
I disagree completely. I would be a stay-at-home dad like that. I would be Mr. Mom in a heartbeat. Working is for the birds. I hate it. I hate doing work. I don't want to. I want to stay home.
Yeah, but is it because you identify as a father, or is it because you do love that job being a father, but you also would like to just not work?
I just don't want to work. I don't want to work. Actually,
not because you want to be a stay-at-home father. You just don't want to work.
Is there a way to be a stay-at-home dad without a kid? Is that possible? Can I just stay at home? Is that
again? There are those.
Being a father,
husband. Stay-at-home husband.
Being a father is the greatest achievement of my life. But I would also be lying if I didn't say if there was a way to be a stay-at-home dad without a child there. Like once we start sending her to full-time school, I'm definitely quitting my job and I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad.
So you can have the house to yourself.
The only thing I have to do is make sure lunch is packed, which I probably will forget most days, and then get her from the bus stop, which again, the 50-50 on me forgetting to do that will be very high. Yeah. So
I wouldn't trust you as a stay-at-home dad to get everything done.
Awesome. You broad screwed it up. All right. You wanted to be in the boardroom.
I know.
You wanted to be in the boardroom. You had it made. You could have had your nice little apron on, making pies all day,
making homemade sourdough bread,
drinking white wine spritzers all day. What husbands didn't care.
Have you seen that video where that girl's like, if I could go back and find the woman who stood up for our right to work, I'd say, shut the
you had him named. Look at me as a red-blooded working American man. I want what you had. Okay. All right. And look, Keek, if you come home,
I had to go to work.
You come home and the pot roast is a little burnt. You slap me around. I deserved it. Okay. That's what happened. And all right. No. I'm sorry.
Not fun.
Apologize. I didn't mean to burn the pot roast. All right, that's your sports. We'll be back.
Took a weird turn.
You're that. I'm sorry, Kiki. I didn't mean to burn it. All right, topic of the day. We'll sneak into it.
Can I step away for 2 seconds to get her some food?
Yes, you have. Yeah, go quick, go. Gonna ride like the wind, ride like the wind. Love that song. Christopher Cross, Ride Like the Wind. That was in the, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that in the Young Guns soundtrack, Ride Like the Wind? Young Guns 1 or 2? If someone knows if Christopher Cross's Ride Like the Wind, such a long way to go, make it up the border of Mexico, I'm gonna ride like the wind, ride like the wind. Anyway, hold on, I gotta move some stuff around. Delete that, delete. Oh, yeah, by the way, let me figure out what the topic is before I get too distracted here. Topic today. Did I post it? Oh, don't tell me I didn't post it. Oh, no, I posted it. I posted it. Because you already found out, what's the one thing you do not F around with? That's right. F around and find out. Well, I found out I'm not effing around with it anymore. I have a good one. It's from growing up on a farm. Actually, two now that I think about it. I had one, but I just thought of another one that would be a good one for it. Barker Car Wash, Bing, Quick Lube. All right. 30 seconds, Kiki, if you can hear me. All right. All righty. Good morning. 7:57. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Brock, Kiki, who should be back very shortly. I'm sure she is tending to the other living human in our house. Well, while she's doing that, before she gets back, I'll get right to it here because we've already lollygagged enough this morning. A lot of lollygagging this morning. Lollygagging around. Excuse me. That coffee's hitting me. Your topic for today. I like this. We all know the saying. We've heard it all over the place. I don't know where it started, but F around and find out. Now, clearly, I can't say the real words because I'll be fined by the FCC, but we all know. Why don't you F around and find out? Or F around and find out. What was the one? F around, soon you won't be around. That was one I heard a lot growing up. F around, soon you won't be around. It had a nice flow to it, and it got its message across. But anyway, because you already found out, what's the one thing you will not F around with anymore? I will give you mine, and I just thought of another one while I was talking to everyone. But for me, the first thing that just stands out in my mind, something that because I found out I won't F around with, and that is electrical fences. I have been zapped so many times growing up on the farm, and I hate it. I hate being electrocuted. I hate being zapped. I even hate like little static. Oh, wintertime's worse. Your hands get dry. You shuffle in and out of your truck, and then you get zapped all the time. I hate being shocked. I hate being electrocuted. And growing up on a farm where there was electric fences everywhere, and the amount of times that I got shocked, I do not F around with anything electric like that. I am very mindful. I don't want to get shocked. Honestly, it's the worst. So I do not F around with electric fences. The worst ever. I remember this. It was kind of, we were moving some cattle around, and it rained that morning. And so I'm standing in like the wet, manure-filled, water-filled lot. And we had this really hot wire up on top of this old wood fence. And I mean, this thing was, Dad had that cranked up, and I took a big metal gate and I was moving, and I set it down, and it hit that hot wire. The audible pop that happened, and my body, I looked like the little boy in Jurassic Park when he grabs onto that like 50,000 watt. I looked like that. But I hit the fence, and like the pop, and I could feel it in my neck, blew out a testicle. Like, yeah. So that's what I don't F around with anymore, because I found out.
Oh, we're in the topic.
No, you were in the topic. Yep. What about you, Kiki? What don't you F around with because you already found out?
Cats.
Good answer.
I didn't mess with them really. I was literally trying to just be kind and pet them or approach them very carefully, and they still just F you up.
Yeah.
There's not a cat I haven't met that hasn't left me scarred.
Yeah.
Like,
you're
physically.
always a little apprehensive, you're a little skittish around the felines.
Yeah, and I like all animals, so I'm never going to be like, oh, I hate cats. It's not that. I just don't trust them, and that's through my own experience. I'm always about the facts of just my experience is that they don't like me for some reason. All animals like me except cats.
No. Don't be hard on yourself. Cats don't like anyone. That's the thing. I stand by this. Cats do not like us. Okay.
Why do people own them then?
I don't know. Maybe because it's a nice way to have like a animal presence without a lot of
responsibility.
Right. I mean, you can leave a cat alone. You can leave a cat alone for like a month. It will be fine. All right.
Yeah,
I always
say need you.
Look, you may love Mr. Whiskers, your tabby cat that you've owned for, I don't know, 12 years.
Tabby cat. That's a word I haven't heard in a while.
Right, there you go.
They're still around.
You may love that cat, and you may think like he really cares about you. But if you die, that cat will eat you. All right. That cat will move on. It will find a new place to go. Now, if you have a dog, that dog will lay next to you and die next to its owner. Cat will start at your toes, work its way up, and then move on to a different family. That's just how cats are. So don't feel bad. You are 100% correct in being apprehensive around felines.
Yeah.
Don't F around with them.
The other thing would be hiking in like long trails. Hiking.
That's a great answer.
We get lost every time.
What's hiking's the worst? That's such a good answer. And you know what we did? We effed
like
around.
Anything that's like over like 4 miles,
Right,
it's like some like deep in the woods hiking. We get lost every time. It's miserable. We overpack. We're not good at hiking. So that's where we effed around and found out.
We effed around and found out. And folks, I will, as much of an outdoorsman as I am, like hiking, no, I can't do it.
Do we like to walk trails? Yes.
I would even.
And that's
say
like,
no.
I'm talking like a mile max, like round trip.
Right. Like, actually, I'll still kind of say, no, I don't really. Yeah.
Like we like to go to like Sarah, like the nature center. We like to go to the dune, walking those little trails.
Right.
But if we're going to be like hiking and like being gone for a long time, like several hours into the woods, which is considered hiking. Nope, not doing that.
No, the only time I'm spending several hours in the woods is either because I'm in a tree stand and I'm hunting, or I'm on a motorized vehicle of some sort. That's the only way I'm doing it. That's the only way I'm doing it.
We love being in the woods. We love trails, but we just would like to be on them. Yeah, on a motorized vehicle.
Walking. Just gonna go walk in the woods like a psycho. Unbelievable.
We're lost.
We got some great answers. That was a very good answer. Great answers here on Facebook. Because you already found out, what's the one thing you'll not F around with? Matt got into the electrical. Green wire ground, white wire neutral, black wire is hot. What's this extra wire? Ah! Yeah, man. Yeah, whenever I do any electrical work at the house, which I actually do enjoy, I tell you what, I double check, triple check that fuse box. I'm down there. I'm flipping everything off. Like, hey, honey, I know I'm working over here, but I'm shutting every fuse off in this house. The whole box is going down. I'm turning it down, not messing with it. Tony said marriage after around and found out about that.
Well,
Some people, hey, and that's fine. That's fine.
and find the right person.
No. Yeah, it can happen. F around and find out. Some people it takes 3 or 4 times before they find out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey said redheads. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Eric said never trust something that can bleed for a week and doesn't die.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Brandon said marriage. It seems like a lot of fellas have effed around with women and found out about that. That's true.
I'm still here.
Let's see. Yeah, I know I lost you. That's probably reconnect. That's all right. Katie said bees. Bees?
Bees?
Yeah, bees are, and here's the thing. I love bees. They are an integral part of our ecosystem. We need to do a much better job taking care of our bees. With that said, I'm not going to sit there and say that I won't swat away a bee if it gets a little like, hey, come on now, buddy. Go back to your flower. There's no nectar on me. There's nothing there. Bees. Just go do your thing. Make your delicious honey. Let's see.
Okay, Scott said snakes.
Snakes. That's a good answer.
I hate snakes so much. Yeah. Alan said backcountry skiing on non-groomed trails.
Ooh, so I've been wanting to do that, but I've also watched enough terrible videos where some guy's out there by himself and then he like falls into a crevasse and like that's no. Nice groomed trail, maybe a bunny hill. I'll keep it simple. I ain't going on no black diamonds. Hold on. Kevin said something, and I don't know if he's just messing with me because I talked about the caterpillar that we found, but he said those nasty yellow caterpillars with black spikes. I still remember when and where from 55 years ago. That's exactly what I just grabbed out of the backyard because I wanted.
What's wrong with them? What do they do?
Well, they just turn into a big old moth, but I don't know. Like, are they poisonous or something?
Or the spikes? You mentioned black spikes. Are they spiky?
No, they're just like little furry spikes. But that was what I caught for our daughter because I wanted her to have a fun little thing and like watch it in its cocoon and everything. Apparently, I shouldn't have grabbed that. Anyway, It's back outside now.
Yeah.
Corey said crack. All right. Tara had a good answer. Something she effed around with and found out about and doesn't F around with anymore. Tequila. Good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. I think we all have that one liquor that we don't mess around with anymore. Mine would be either SoCo and lime, Southern Comfort and lime. I spent a whole summer in Chicago taking those shots, and I just cannot even think about it without what? Or Jaeger.
Jaeger's a good one. That's an F around to find out.
College was Jaeger.
Awful. Drink this liquid black licorice. Ugh.
What is wrong with me?
Let's see. Larry said a skunk. That's a good answer. I don't know why you would F around with a skunk in the first place. I think we all know. We all know what they do.
Pets. I feel like people are keeping wildlife as pets more and more. How many times do you see? Like it doesn't even faze me anymore to see someone housing a raccoon as a pet, like as an indoor pet.
Look, there's a good chance.
It happens so many times. People are just raccoons.
There's a good chance that at some point in our life, just so you know, so I can prepare you, I'm gonna own a pet raccoon. I'm going to find.
I'm not faulting anyone for doing it. I just feel like maybe Larry was trying to have a new house pet.
I'm going to befriend a baby raccoon, and I'm going to name him, and he will become.
You cannot call it a raccoon, though.
That's the proper way. It's a raccoon. All right. Rocky the raccoon. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Get me out of here.
Good answers, everyone. Hey, don't F around. You don't want to
Good job, class. Yeah. Class, you did good.
Well, actually, Mike had one more. For me, it's Crocs. I tried on a pair of Crocs one time, walked out of my yard, and a guy whistled at me.
I don't wear Crocs
No, wear Crocs.
anymore. But Brock can. What?
No, I will never wear Crocs. I will never wear Crocs because it's ridiculous.
Not gonna lie, for women, they have some really great styles for women.
Yeah.
I have some Crocs. Never thought I'd say I have Crocs. It's not the typical, sport or leisure mode. I have like different types of sandals that are really comfortable.
Well, if you ever wear regular Crocs around me, you might as well just leave because
Yeah,
I'm filing for
know.
divorce from you. It's
I
ridiculous.
won't do it. I just
Thank you.
can't. I don't
Thank
care
you.
how
I mean,
comfortable they are. I'd
give
rather
them
go
up.
barefoot.
I see you in a pair of SpongeBob SquarePants sweatpants and Crocs. I know you've given up. You've given up on life. All right.
You gave up years ago.
Shut up. Look at this fancy shirt I
Why
got out here. All right. We're going to be back with more Splamby Morning Show. Stick around.
I gotta go. Can I go?
Oh, well, hey, thanks, everybody. I hope we got to everyone. Good morning, Gavin. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate it. Enjoy all the comments. We're going to get out of here, but have a great rest of your Thursday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. All right.
Bye.
Bye. We love you. What?